Hello everyone. How are you? I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to pop on here really quick and make a staple video for you to refer to if you have any questions about how to apply your Seint makeup. So first things first, as you probably know, everything that you need for your makeup comes in one palette. They come in like these little magnetic tins, and there's this magnetic palette, and you just pop the tins in them. And in the palette, you should have your main highlight, which is like your foundation, your brightening highlight, which is like your concealer, your contour shade, which will help to slim the face, bring out, like the natural shadows in your face. You have your bronzer to help to warm up your skin tone. You have your setting powder, and then your lip and cheek. In this palette that I'm holding here, actually has a second layer, so I have a few more lip and cheeks, my lip liner, gloss, brush cleaning tile, and everything like that. But if you want, you can just get a little palette like this, or we have a palette that comes with just 4 tins, and it's here, I'll show you. It's like a little small palette like this. So you have this size, and then there's even bigger ones that are like this size. I'll show you in comparison. And obviously in your own palette, you'll have all of your custom shades, and you can arrange the palette however you want, which is, another thing that makes this makeup just so much fun. Anyways, let's just jump in to how we apply this makeup. There's 2 different methods that you can use when you apply this makeup. The first is called the cheetah method, and this is where you apply dots where each of your shades go. So I'll show you that method first. And for that method, I'm going to use Seint's smudge brush, and I'm going to use the 3D foundation brush from Seint to blend it out. Having these brushes is so key because no other brushes on the market are made for this cream makeup. So make sure that when you get your Seint makeup, you also get an appropriate brush to go with it. So I'm just going to take one end of my smudge brush, and I like to go in with contour first. So you just get a little bit of you only need the littlest bit. Just get a little bit of your contour on your brush, and then just start dotting. And your contour is going to go all around your hairline, like so, all around. And then you're going to take it from the top of your ear, right where your cheekbone is, and you're going to dot it right here. Now, you may have been taught that you should put it in the hollows of your cheeks, which is right here, but if you want a lifted effect, you actually want to put it where your cheekbone begins. So we're going to take it from here and just go right under where my actual cheekbone is. Then you will take this right along the jawline, and this is going to help to sharpen your jaw, hide those jowls right there, and just give your face a really slim effect. So next I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight, and this is like concealer. And I'm going to apply it in the inner part of my eye, just the littlest bit too. And then to the outer part of my eye, and as you can see, I'm going up. And that's because it's going to give a lifted effect, make the eyes go up instead of drag them down. And we're gonna put it right in the center of the nose. And we're gonna go back in with that contour as well, so that we can slim the nose down a little bit. Then we're going to go right here to brighten up the center of the face. A little bit above the lip, the Cupid's bow, and a little bit in the center of the chin. And like I said, you just need the littlest bit. You don't need a lot of product to achieve a good coverage look with this makeup. Now, anywhere that you don't have contour or your brightening highlight, that's where you're going to go in with your main highlight. And your main highlight is like your foundation. So we're just going to take that first color right there and just begin to dot wherever there is no product. And obviously on this side, I'm going to be showing you a different method, so I'm not putting anything there. But just dot, 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 dot. Super easy, right? Literally all you have to do is dot. And then the blending is like a piece of cake because everything is in place. So for the next method, you go in with a detail brush, and we can just call this method like the line method. This isn't where you do dots, this is where you do lines directly with your brush. So for this, I'm taking the Seint detail brush, and as you can see, this is really precise on the sides, perfect for contouring. And then on this side, you can apply your brightening highlight and your main highlight. I'll just take a little bit of contour here like this, and I accidentally put dots there, but what we would do with the line method is just a line. But you see how easy that is? And then right above the cheekbones, we're not blending, we're just applying it to the different parts of the face. And then take it down along your jawline. Like that. And this is totally preference. It's all going to blend out the same exact way. If you want a more full coverage, you can use the dense buff brush, but I like to go for a more medium coverage, and I can do a more full coverage video in the future. So then you're going to take the other side of your detail brush and go in to get some of your brightening highlight, and we're putting it in the inner part of the eye, the outer part of the eye, like that. So see, they're like thicker lines, not dots. All depends on your preference. And then you would just go like that. So sort of similar though to that, honestly. So anywhere that you don't have your contour or your brightening highlight, you're going to go in with your main highlight shade, which is like your foundation, and start just applying it wherever you don't have any of those two other colors. Like I said, there's not a huge difference between the two methods. They're all going to blend out the same exact way. And there you have it. Now with either method, I personally use the same exact brush to blend with each method. So I'm going to go in with Seint's 3D brush, and I'm going to use this side to blend out the more hard to reach places. And then I'm going to go in with the other side of the brush and blend out this way. Now what you're not going to want to do is drag the brush on your face. You want to stipple in the product just like this. So go in with this part of the brush and just start blending out the brightening highlight under your eye. And do you see how I'm not swiping, I'm just patting like so. And we're taking it up to lift up the eye. Go in on the other side, start blending, blending, blending. Take it up to lift the eye. You see we're getting a really nice, bright, awake eye look. Nice coverage without looking heavy. I'm going to go in here where there's more brightening highlight. And we're just tapping. And then start blending wherever, because it's all going to blend together. I forgot to show you how to contour your nose. So go in with your smudge brush again, and we're not putting the contour on the side of the nose, we're putting it on top of the nose. Putting it on the side can actually make your nose look a little bit wider, and we want to give the nose a slimming effect. So putting it on top of the nose and getting those two lines close together is going to give your nose that slimming effect that you're looking for. Okay, so now let's go in and blend our main highlight. So with blending this Seint makeup, I always like to blend brightest to darkest. So I'm going to blend in my brightening highlight first, then my main highlight, then my contour. For the main highlight, I like to take this side and just start pressing that product into the skin. And as you can see, it just gives the most flawless, beautiful skin-like coverage, which is something I just absolutely love about it. Before I was using Seint, I just felt like my makeup looked cakey all the time. It would separate on my face and it would drive me just absolutely crazy. But look at how beautiful that coverage is. So go in and do the same thing on the other side. Remember, we're not swiping, just buffing it into the skin for the most flawless looking coverage. Under the contour, around the mouth and the chin. Buff it on the forehead. You see how nice this is blending out, and the coverage is gorgeous. It looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. All right, so now, last thing, we go in and we buff our contour. Not swiping, but buffing, stippling. Just sort of patting it like that on the skin. And you see how easy this blends out? Literally with any other contour that I've used, it does not blend out this well. Like, you see how skin-like that is. And it's skin-like without sacrificing like the coverage that you get. So I love that about our makeup here. So then with contour, you're not going down because you don't want to drag the face down. You want to blend up in that same stippling motion. Blend up in that same stippling motion. And you see how both sides, whatever method you like to use, will blend out the same exact way. So it all just depends on your preference. And then when you're blending out your jaw contour, you are going to drag it very lightly under your jaw like this, just to make that shadowy effect. And then you're going to want to start to bring it down so there's no harsh lines. Okay, see that? And then do it again on this side. Just a light feathery stroke. And then start to blend down so that there are no harsh lines. All right, so this is the main highlight, brightening highlight, and contour. Now I like to go in with a little bit of my Bella bronzer. Best bronzer ever. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it gives that same skin-like appearance. So I'm going to go in with my bronzer and blush brush. See, this side is sort of big and fluffy, and this side is a little bit more dense to press the product in. So let's go in with a little bit of the Bella bronzer, and we're just putting the bronzer at the high points of the face where the sun would hit. And you see it's starting to warm my skin tone back up again. We're adding life to the skin. See how nice and skin-like that is? It doesn't look like this artificial orange color that I added to my skin. It looks like that is my actual skin, which is what I love so much about this makeup. Now, before I continue, I do think that there's often a huge misconception about contour versus bronzer, and I'll explain it to you today. We used to be taught that we would use bronzer to contour, but that actually looks a little bit strange because you're going in with a very warm orange tone, so it's not giving you a shadow, it's just putting this like orange sort of color there. Whereas contour is more of an ashy shade, and this is what you're going to want to use to create the natural shadows and slimming effect in your face. With bronzer, you're just putting it where the sun naturally hits your face. So let's go in with a little bit of it on the top of my cheeks. So we put it top of the forehead, top of the cheeks. See, top of the cheeks right here. See how it's just adding that warmth. Put a little on the nose and a little on the chin. And it just gives you that nice natural glow like you've been out in the sun. Another thing too is I like to go in with a little bit of bronzer on my neck area because my neck is a lot lighter than my face. Sorry. Going to go in with my lip and cheek color, and with the dot method you just dot it on your skin, and you can do this before as well. And then with the other method you're just going to go in with your blush side of the brush and just apply it directly to the high points of your cheekbones. And you're not wanting to bring it down here because again, that'll drag down your face. You want to put it at the highest points of your cheekbones. And then we can blend out this side. See how beautiful? Natural, skin-like, gorgeous. Never seen anything like it, right? The coverage is just beautiful and just so natural looking. We'll go in with my lip and cheek on my lips. We have so many different shades. Like literally, you can get any color that you want. And then, because it's in the same place, I can just flip it over and add a little bit of my plum shade. And just deepen that there a little. And then go in with just a little bit of this suede lip liner. It's like a universal lip liner. And just start applying it like that. And as you can see, this is seriously so easy. Anyone can do it. So see, just outline my lips a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with this end from the detail brush and go in with a little bit of this highlight right here on, well, actually it would be called Illuminator at Seint because the foundation and concealer are highlights. But look at that glow. Just putting it on the highest points of the cheeks. I put a little bit right here on my brow bone just to give like a natural luminosity. Put a little bit right in here. Put a little bit right in there. Little on the cheekbone. Top, or brow bone. Top of the cheekbone. Little right there. Little on the tip of the nose. Little down the bridge. And a little right there. Going to go in with my Vanilla Dust setting powder. And we're going to go in with our powder brush and we're going to just start setting this beautiful makeup so that it goes nowhere. And a lot of people have asked me, like, you know, it's summertime now, is this going to just go all over my face? The answer is no. It is one layer of makeup, so it's not going to be sliding around like a layered makeup look would. And I actually went to my brother's graduation the other day. It was outside, it was 3 hours long, and it was 90 degrees, and my makeup did not budge one bit. This setting powder is literally like magic. Definitely an essential. And there you go, you have your completed look. You can see it looks totally natural, totally skin-like, and just flawless. I mean, amazing coverage, absolutely gorgeous, but looks like me. The fact that it's one layer, comes in one single palette, makes the routine so quick, so fast, so easy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to hook you up with some of this amazing makeup. I am here to be your private makeup coach, makeup mentor, and just share all of my tips and tricks with you for achieving a lovely, beautiful, but natural, mom-friendly makeup look. Thank you guys so much for coming along and watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.